Because when the new generation writing want to address the West, they are not addressing the West. This is the language they are used to. They are using English. They're reading in English. So when they write what they know. For example, today when we were in Easter home, she showed us her son's room. She said they are not decorating the room the way I used to decorate my room. I put photos of rock stars and so on. Because they are decorating their Facebook, the page of their Facebook. So our people, our new generation is not living in, like Najib Mahfouz in Al-Hara, or in Egypt, in Cairo, small Cairo. They are living in the world. That's why when they write the language of the world. They are not addressing especially the West. They are addressing their generation.
But the truth of the matter was, I had my own prejudices, especially in regards to the Palestinians. And these were not overt kind of prejudices, but they were the ones you just sort of pick up from the media, which were basically anytime you heard the word Palestinian, you had bus bombing with it, or hijack, or something else. And to me, that was my only association with Palestinians. And it took a long time to sort of change my own perspective on things. And it came from reading books, from living in Europe, where people have a more nuanced approach to what's going on. And so at some point I was kind of shocked at myself, but also shocked at the media. And I felt, I'd studied journalism, so I felt almost let down by my supposed peers, let down in getting these perceptions. And then there was that just urge to sort of write it. I mean, the strange thing is, I'm a cartoonist, so how am I going to do it? And, I thought, oh, well, what the hell? I'll try it and see where it goes, not thinking there was going to be any commercial success to it. But, yeah, I mean, it is an agenda. It's to tell other people's stories or let them tell those stories. And if that's an agenda, I'm fine with it.
As if people were oppressed, and suddenly they wanted to see that we are here, because we're raised to be like a property to the society. Our bodies, our whims, our needs doesn't belong to us. Not like in the West. You, for example, you are like individuals. When you go do things, you do things for yourself. But when we are in a perfect scene, we are representative of the society. What the new generation now is doing is they are claiming their individuality, and they are expressing that in their books. So I see this as a very positive wave. It's like breaking the surface to allow the wave to calm down and bring more the real thing.
Do we write, for our own audience in the Middle East, or I keep in mind my audience in the United States, and how can I, quote unquote, enhance the image of Arabs or Muslims, etc.?
I never try to enhance the image of Arabs or Muslims, actually. I mean, there are many things that are said that I keep thinking, well, this isn't really going to help your case with the Western audience, but to me, there's a difference between being objective and being honest. And I think I have that sort of journalistic mind that feels if you hear things enough times, you should put it in, even if you think people are shooting themselves in the foot, with a Western audience. But you have to show the context of why they're saying that.
This has been an opposition. I mean, you can break down barriers between East and West, Arab and Jew and Christian in Europe, and I think people of goodwill will always find common humanity. There's a certain bent, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, where people exclude others. Like, I'm the only person who's right, and everybody else, bad. That you just find. To the extent that Joe's work opens up Palestinian issues and tells a story, tells it very, very well, and authors like Raja or any of the authors I translate or other translators translate, opens up a society like ours to have a common understanding to where the Arab world is in literary or cultural terms. It's the Arabian Nights and the Quran and a bunch of Hollywood movies and nothing else, and then bus bombings and beheadings and stuff. To tell the story bit by bit and in greater detail with more and more voices, even with the much derided Girls of Riyadh. Somebody who reads that book is going to say, Saudi Arabia isn't a bunch of guys in mosques or who preach hatred or who fly planes into buildings or something. There are people there exactly like me, and as people grow up and feel respected and more comfortable, they will the message of common humanity, it does get through. I mean, my mother's people are Italian, and my mother just felt dreadful that that some place like Italy that created so much beauty and art. She was sad that The Godfather was a big hit until she saw it and loved it too.